There are a total of 5 Nintendo stores in the world, and my quest for this video is to visit every single one of them. A continent-spanning adventure for a lifelong Nintendo fan like myself, and it all starts here, at the birthplace of Nintendo, Japan. So the first Nintendo store I went to was in Kyoto, Japan, a beautiful city full of history and honestly some of the most amazing architecture I had ever seen. Almost as beautiful as this giant Mario head outside the Kyoto Nintendo store. Yahoo! The store was located in an indoor shopping mall, so it was up on the 7th floor, so I had to take a bunch of escalators to get up there. But when I did, oh, it was so good. I was immediately greeted by the incredible staff who worked there and was met by my boy DK, Donkey Kong. Oh, it was sick. And the actual store was pretty big and had a ton of Nintendo items. And I had to stop by the Zelda section first thing, since I'm a massive fan. And they had so much cool merch, from keychains to pillows, and this purse that I think I was really pulling off.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Oh, and then they had these really cool toy capsule machines with different Nintendo toys in them that you could win, and I was definitely copping one of these, for sure. And I'm not a huge amiibo collector, but I was still blown away by this huge wall of amiibos. I mean, I seriously think they must have had at least one of every single amiibo up there. It was crazy. And one of the coolest things from the Kyoto store was this big glass case showing memorabilia from some of Nintendo's biggest franchises. It was so cool. It was cool. And of course, there was the exclusive Kyoto merch, some t-shirts, as well as these incredible Nintendo Japanese folding fans that you could only get here. So you already know I was picking this bad boy up. Oh, but we aren't done here yet, because if you take the escalator and go up one level, there's a hidden photo op spot where you can take a picture with this really awesome Mario Pole statue. So I definitely had to get a pic. Alright, and that is the Kyoto store in the bag, which means I'm now ready to go to the next Nintendo store location in Osaka. The floor the store was on also had a ton of other cool stores, like a Pokemon store right across from it, and a One Piece store for all my fellow Straw Hats out there. It's pretty cool. And after a quick walk to the store, I was finally home. And again, this place was a Nintendo fan's dream. Every big Nintendo franchise on display. Although I will say the store isn't quite as big as some of the others in this video, but it still was very cool. They also had some really cool statues here at the store, like this amazing life-size Link statue, and these like little Pikmin statues that were super cute. Shout out to my boy, Rock Pikmin. And when I filmed this, Donkey Kong Bonanza had just come out, so that's why there's so much merch and promotional stuff for the game. But you know what? I'm not complaining, because that game is awesome, an absolute banger. They also had this huge screen you could play Switch 2 games on. And oh, another giant wall of amiibo, in case you missed it at the last store. And I did this for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember filming that. And there was tons of merch. Animal Crossing goodies, a whole bunch of Switch and Switch 2 games, this big old Mario cap that made my head look a little more normal sized. And of course, the Osaka exclusive stuff, like these Nintendo Osaka t-shirts and this pen that says Nintendo Osaka on it.
This is a pen. This is a pen.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not quite as cool as the Kyoto fan, but you know what? I bought it anyways. And that ends my time with the Nintendo Osaka store. But a quick side bit about Osaka, if you're visiting, be sure to check out the Osaka Aquarium, because that place was so cool and had whale sharks, which totally reminded me of, you know, it's the one happy scene in Jujutsu Kaisen where Gojo and Riko visit the aquarium before, you know. Anyways, that's another Nintendo store down, and now on to our final store in Japan. It's Tokyo, baby! The big one! Oh, let's go! Located at the Parco Mall in Shibuya, up some escalators, and it's the last Nintendo store in Japan, the Nintendo Tokyo store, where I am once again greeted by my boy Donkey Kong. And I can also confirm that this is definitely another Nintendo store. Nothing too crazy different about this branch compared to the previous two. Lots of cool merch with another sick statue of Link. And another amiibo wall. They really like these here. One kind of unique thing about the store was this neat 8-bit Mario statue outside where I decided to play some Mario Kart, but you can actually see that more in my previous video. And I cannot emphasize enough how awesome the merch was here. I had been saving my money for this spot because I already knew I was gonna go absolutely broke here. They had these really cool Hanafuda themed Mario items because if you didn't know, little nerd history lesson here, Nintendo originally started as a Hanafuda card company before turning to video games. So it was really cool to see them paying homage to it here. And I even got to pick up this free manual on how to play. They also had these sick t-shirts here that were exclusive to the store, and this sick Link statue I found that I was definitely picking up because I'm not gonna not have my own Link statue at home. And that was about it here at the Tokyo store. And that's been every Nintendo store in Japan, baby. We did it. Woo! Oh, but we're not done yet. Because now we're going to the land of hot dogs, hamburgers, and Dolly Parton, America. Sorry, was that too much? Anyways, next Nintendo store. Okay, so I technically did not go to the Nintendo New York store for this video, but I have been to the store. I went in 2023, and I have this picture to prove it. It's not my best picture. Also love that I decided apparently to have a pimple the day I film. Super cool, love getting those in my 20s. For this segment, I'm just gonna have to use a bit of my imagination. So from what I remember, the store was super cool. It had 2 levels, a lot of stuff like the ones in Japan, except this one was just bigger. One specific thing I remember that was unique about this one compared to the ones in Japan was it had Pokemon stuff. The ones in Japan didn't have any Pokemon stuff. I think it's because Pokemon's just so massive in Japan that it warrants its own stores, which that makes sense. But here, it's all in one thing, so that was super cool. Oh yeah, when I went at the time, it was like when Tears of the Kingdom had come out, so they had some sick Tears of the Kingdom merch and lots of the Legend of Zelda stuff, which I was definitely digging. One, I think, really notable thing about this store is it has a giant Mario pole going down the middle of the store, and I'm not really sure what he's doing on there. And they had lots of cool exclusive merch. I found this. I got a Nintendo Store New York shirt, which I have worn many times. So that was super cool. Oh, and here's a picture of me with a giant M&M. And now, time for our next Nintendo store, which I actually have footage for. Woo! All right, now we're back at the Nintendo San Francisco store. Let's go check it out. Okay, get ready for potentially my favorite Nintendo store of the whole video. This place was nuts. There were so many Nintendo franchises on display here, like we got Pikmin, Kirby, the best guy, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, Splatoon, and Mario. It's me, Mario. So this store was the newest of the 5, and I feel like you could really tell that with the attention to detail here. And I think the store had the biggest selection of items so far. They even had that one Nintendo alarm clock. And oh, the Zelda section here was so good. Oh, the variety of items was incredible. Something from almost every game. And it was just so good. And I really wish I knew how to play chess, because this Zelda chessboard was awesome. But you know who else is awesome? people who subscribe to my channel, if you're still watching at this point, you know, it would be very appreciated. Okay, this place is so cool. They got Pikachu and a giant. It's so cool. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to touch that. I'm not gonna touch that again. Let's go check out the rest of the store. Okay, here I go. Are you following me? Okay. Yeah. And it was really nice seeing a Pokemon section here, since they weren't at any of the Nintendo stores in Japan, and they had some sick Pokemon statues too. It was also super cool to see the Switch 2 be such a focal point here. They even had these gaming stations there where you could play new and unreleased Switch 2 games. At the time, it wasn't released, so I was playing some Age of Calamity and had a lot of fun with that. And they even gave me a sticker for playing. And of course, there's the exclusive merch, which at first didn't seem as impressive as some of the other stores, but the exclusive stuff extended to like lots of other Nintendo products, not just stuff that said San Francisco on it. So honestly, I wasn't too disappointed. And I still ended up picking up one of the shirts. And so it was a win. And feeling pretty good, I went to check out, officially completing my quest of visiting every Nintendo store in the world! But we're not done yet, because what kind of quest would this be without a Nintendo Store haul? All right, Nintendo Store haul. I have all the stuff that I got at the different stores here, some of which I have not opened. So let's just get right into it, I guess. I don't know, let's, Tokyo. Open this bad boy up without cutting myself. Safety first. Oh, that wasn't very safe. Just come. Oh my gosh, I got it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's a shirt. Oh, it's so soft. It's like crazy soft. That's one that's from Tokyo. And also from Tokyo, I got the Link statue I got at the Nintendo Tokyo store. He was not cheap, but I don't care because he's so cool. I love Link. Oh my gosh. So that's the second thing from Tokyo, and I love it because it's like the exact ones from the Nintendo stores in Japan, that exact statue. So I think that's so cool. Okay, so Nintendo Osaka, I only got one thing from Osaka, and it was the pen.
This is a pen.
That was the only exclusive thing besides the shirt that I could find. So it's just a pen. It's just a pen. I don't know. That's Nintendo Osaka. And then we've got Nintendo San Francisco store. Ready? That was so much easier to open than all right, whatever. We have, boom, the t-shirt. Nintendo San Francisco t-shirt. And immediately I can tell, comparing the two, the Tokyo one is a lot nicer. I don't know, this one is so, like, I want to cuddle with this one. I want to cuddle with the Nintendo Tokyo t-shirt. I don't want to cuddle with this guy. But this thing, I will be, this one I can also cuddle with, is the Legend of Zelda blanket that I got in San Francisco. Oh, here we go. Legend of Zelda blanket. It's got, oh, that's so cool. So it's got like a bunch of patterns and stuff from Legend of Zelda, like Hylian Shield stuff, all like the Triforces all over. And it's so comfy too. Like I would just wanna, so that's super nice. This was San Francisco, so that was a very cool pickup. Last but not least, we have Nintendo Kyoto. Oh my gosh, almost, Nintendo Kyoto. So I got two things from there. First I have the capsule toy that I have not actually opened yet. So we're gonna do an unveiling now, I guess. All the way from Japan. Boom, we have, ooh, okay, that's sick. It's like an original NES like button thing. Oh, it's like a cool like fidget toy. That's so cool. You can like fidget with the buttons and stuff. And it has like a little keychain on the back. Very epic, very cool. One last thing. This is probably my favorite item that I got in any of the Nintendo stores, because this one was so unique to the Kyoto store and easily like the best in my opinion, exclusive thing that you could get. Oh my gosh. It's in a nice wooden box. So I have to be so careful. Okay. It should just open up and, okay, here we go. This is, ooh, I don't want to break this. Am I doing this right? Okay, I was doing it wrong. Oh, I almost just completely broke this. Okay. Oh my gosh, I almost broke that, but here it is. Wow. Konnichiwa, minasan. Genki desu ne. Mario-san, Link-san. I have to stop. That's so cool, and easily my favorite thing that I got in any Nintendo store. And yeah, that is the haul. And also, the end of this video. This was an absolute amazing thing to film, and I had so much fun filming it. It was great figuring out all the pieces and like putting everything together and going to every store and seeing what each one had to offer. I cannot wait for you all to see what I have up next. And I hope if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, because I'm still pretty new to the whole YouTube thing, so it would really be appreciated. And I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.